Welcome back to Half A Hot Rods. If you're new to the channel, what we do here every week, or every other week as the case might be, we try to show you that you don't need all the tools, money, or talent in the world in order to get stuff done and have a good time with these old cars and trucks. This week we're going to turn it over to Wyatt. He's working on this long bed square body truck that we saved from a barn after 17 years. And what are you doing this week, Wyatt?
So I had a bench seat in it when I first got it, and it was really tore up, not comfortable to sit on at all. So I went to a junkyard, got a new to me bench seat for it, and rode around with that for a little while, and it started to get kind of dirty and tore up. So I decided I'd much rather have some nice bucket seats in there. The seats we got for it are out of a 1997 Chevy 1500 extended cab, and we're going to pull the bench seat out of it. I'm hoping to make each individual seat have its own individual frame. But if that doesn't work, then I'll probably try and find a way to reuse the old sliders off the bench seat.
All right, here we go. And by we, I mean mostly him.
Me. I'm doing a bench seat to bucket seat conversion on my 86 C10.
Sure you got that? Yeah? What's the plan, Stan?
So, most people will use the old brackets from the bench seat, but that wasn't going to work. So I'm going to take the brackets off these seats and cut them about 4 or 5 inches shorter.
Okay. Oh, is this the brackets from the old seat?
No.
What are those new ones?
These are the brackets from the old seat.
Okay.
So.
Why are you changing to a bench seat? Or
buckets?
a bucket seat?
Only reason you need a bench seat is if you have honeys.
Oh, and you don't have any honeys, Wyatt?
Nope.
Oh. Is that a tear I see?
Maybe. I just have 2 male friends who think they need a ride in the middle.
Perfect timing.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! So you're gonna mark where you need to cut it off, or you're just gonna full send?
I'm gonna eyeball it.
Cool.
Okay. Now you just
continue the process.
camera magic. When you come back, it'll be all fine.
Ka-ping! Is it done? Did
Yeah.
you do it?
Close enough.
Did you do it correct?
No.
So you're just gonna repeat this process for each seat and then put it in?
Pretty much.
Cool.
I'm gonna do this for all the seat brackets, and then once I have all of them on, I'll figure out how I want to do the rest of the way.
Alright, well, then I guess that's all we need to say right now. Alright, Wyatt, what's going on now? Did I just come in here and tell you everything you're doing is wrong?
No, he actually said it was a great idea, and I'm doing great. I'm going to take over the YouTube channel. Oh. Wasn't a no.
Cool.
I didn't even make marks.
Oh, you're just cutting freehand with no marks.
It's going to be under the seat.
That doesn't mean you want it to look like trash. I probably worry too much about finished work on stuff that you can't see. Check out my video tomorrow, which will be prior to when this comes out. Check out Wagon Video episode 2 if you want to see people focusing too much on stuff that doesn't really matter. Something on your mind?
You want to dance, hot dog? You want to dance?
Look at the light flicker.
Oh, too many lights flickering.
No.
Alright, I gotta go to work.
Bye, have fun.
Hey, have fun.
Alright, what's going on now?
So we test fitted it. and it's gonna work the way I want it to, but I need to take them back off so I can cut these little pieces off, because the whole plan is to put a piece of 1-inch square tube right in here in this corner.
Okay.
And then that will put, so you'll have 1-inch square tube welded to this piece, and then off the ends of each end of the square tube you'll have flat bar that will bend to work with the stock bolt holes in the floor.
Cool. Alright, buddy. Who are you Snapchatting?
Person.
Who are you Snapchatting?
Ricardo.
Wyatt. Anyways, what you doing?
So, we got these cut.
Okay.
So the whole idea behind these, that's good, that's whatever.
Yeah, show us in the truck. That'd be cool.
So, oh.
Did you cut the wrong side?
No, I doubt I did.
Okay.
So, put the square tube here, up against that edge. And this is going to sit in here like this.
Nice.
Pass me that other one.
God, I gotta do everything. What do you say? What do you say? Thank you.
Okay, so this one.
That's snazzy.
So when the square tube is in here, it's going to sit between that point and about right here.
Cool.
And that'll keep it, then I'll throw a level on it.
Cool.
And then from there, we'll run some flat bar off the end of the square tube that bends up on this side and bends down over the front on this side. That way I can use my stock bolts, drill holes in the flat bar, use stock bolts on at least the outside of the both seats.
Nice.
So now I'm gonna cut 16 inches for each one of these pieces of flat bar, or not flat bar, square tube, and weld them on here.
Cool.
Bueno.
Oh. Wyatt!
Didn't break. Shut
I
up.
got that on video. I don't.
Why don't you go to the stupid door?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So how are you gonna go with this?
No. 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 Insert line here.
And I think there's something wrong with him.
Sparks and me crocs.
Okay.
Also, I feel like that's not safe because it doesn't. If that metal piece touches that metal piece and connects the two, wouldn't it blow us up?
No, it just shocked the hell out of me next time I touched it.
Oh, shoot. That could have been bad.
See if we can really take out a light this time.
No.
Shut up, Courtney.
Wyatt! Aw, you almost got my door. Which is also for sale. Oh!
This YouTube video is sponsored by Coca-Cola, zero sugar. Coca-Cola. So I got both seat brackets all welded up. Not the prettiest and not the cleanest, but GM has done worse and it holds me, so we're gonna get them on the seat. So we got the brackets back on the seat and set it up in here. And my original thought that I thought was gonna work is actually not going to, because my whole idea was to have this square tube line up with that hole where I could just run a piece of flat bar straight down. But where it's at right now is in line with the steering wheel. So I'm going to have to figure out something that'll go from end of this square tube to here, so I can at least reuse two of the stock bolt holes. Alright, so pulled the seat out, pulled the seat brackets off, and I put a little piece of flat bar across all the way to both pieces of the square tube that I had actually just put in. So now the whole idea is we can go There's no good spot for this flashlight. We can go straight from the flat bar up here, straight down over this little hump right here, drill a hole in it, and use the factory bolts. So now we're going to mark on this side and this side of the hole and figure out how long it actually needs to be with the bend to come down over. And then figure out something for the other side because we have a probably 3-inch gap. I'm thinking of coming down probably somewhere towards the inside right here, straight down onto here, and running a bolt straight through there with a nut on the other side. Alright, so I took the frame off of the seat so I could be able to see a little bit easier, and I think so far, knock on wood, it's going somewhat alright. I got that piece going into the stock bolt hole. It's just tacked onto the seat frame. This piece is also tacked on, and I'll have to drill a hole right here. Alright, so I kind of changed up the idea of what I was doing, because this is the seat frame that I was in the process of building, and it was kind of working alright, but the only issue was that over the course of tacking and welding, I ran it too hot and too close together, so it kind of warped, didn't want to get on the bottom of the seat quite right, and just didn't really sit in there the way I liked it. So I decided to switch paths, took the bracket off the bottom of the stock bench seat that just bolts into both sides, and I have some 1-inch angle iron, and I'm using the stock holes for the bench seat, drilled some holes in the angle iron, so now that sits in there good. I'm working on another one for the back that'll go from these 2 bolt holes to the same 2 on the other side. That way we'll have just a full 1-piece frame, and then once I'm finished with that, we'll set the seat up there and kind of see how it all looks and see how we want to finish mounting the seat to that bracket. Alright, so we got both pieces of angle iron on the stock seat frame, and now the only issue is I want to figure out how I'm going to mount the seat itself to the frame that we just fabricated, like master fabricators that we are. So I'm going to go get bolts so that I can completely fasten the angle iron to the frame, and then once I do that, I'll be able to take it out of the truck, flip it upside down, set it on the bottom of the seat, and then see what we're looking like for fabrication or metal stuff, you know, that. So, I was kind of bad with the camera work, didn't really show what I've been doing for the past day and a half or so. But from where we left off, we just had the angle iron on the stock seat brackets, and we were test fitting the driver's seat. And then from there, we took both seats, set them upside down on the tailgate, set the frame upside down on top of them so we could see the best way to actually fasten the seats to the frame that I just built. And we got it figured out, which we'll show you more in depth in a second here. But where they sit now, we built brackets underneath the seat and mounted them to the actual frame I built, so we'll take the seats out and you can get a better look at that. Because now we got to get some flat stock and go
Right.
straight down from here. We're going to have to kind of make this go diagonal, because if we go straight with this bolt hole, we're going to be covering up that. So we're going to go straight across. $19.5. And then I'll have to shave off a corner so it can sit just barely at an angle.
Yeah.
We figured out we can pull this to set level.
Yeah. Yeah, so when we tighten this down, it'll snug this up.
Yeah.
All right, you want to explain the soft spots and why we got the square tube in there? And
So, whenever we first set it in the truck to test fit, this cushion on the front of the seat was sitting against this angle iron, and it made it look good, but the only issue is over time it was going to break down from all the weight of a person being just against this. So we flipped it over, realized that we only had a 1-inch gap between the stock seat frame and the rails from the bench seat. So we put a 1-inch piece of square tube, drilled a bigger hole on top and a smaller in the bottom so you can fit the bolt all the way through to fit in the stock mounting holes. And now we're going to get another piece of 1-inch square tube, run it from this piece of angle to here, drill another hole just like that one, and we'll be able to pull this seat up to it, screw it in.
And then that square tube will be attached here, here. This one will be attached to it.
Yes.
And these are the original sliders from the truck, right?
Yeah, well, yes and no, because that's a different bench seat that I got from a junkyard.
But they're square body
Yes.
bench seat sliders. So this whole assembly will bolt in and unbolt just like the original
Like any
square
truck.
body seat.
So we can bolt this in a Mavericks truck.
Custom seats for these trucks are $1,000. So, all right. So you want to do that? Square tube, cut it, hack it, put it together.
Yeah, probably. So we can trip it down.
Yeah, and I think it's probably stronger than strap, honestly,
Yeah.
because strap would flex over time. That square tube should not.
Because the strap, it would possibly try and pull the strap to this, but square tube will pull this up.
Right. I would cut it, set it in there, and then just maybe grind the angles on the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll grind the corners here and here, because it's going to end up sitting like this.
You're going to
And then
grind the
this
corners
side.
where and where?
I'll grind them here, 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 there, right there.
So it'll kind of sit like this square. We could just use wood. Wood's good enough for you.
Self-tappers.
Yeah. No.
I got to say, I'm pretty proud of these.
Yeah.
Did I show you how perfectly the bolt fits in there?
Yeah,
Like
I
the
saw it going
washer?
there. So these are the original bolts to these seats that held... Show that again. These are the original bolts that held the original seat frames to these seats in 1997. Oh yeah. It's almost like you used a tape measure.
Kind of.
Or a drill bit until it fit.
Actually, what I did is I ran this with a stepper bit, and I figured out as soon as it barely poked through the back side, this hole was the right size. And I took a drill bit, just barely bigger than the diameter of the threads, and hit through back.
So you're wearing out my stepper bits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been using the same one, though. So.
All right, good. Yeah, great.
You have a brand new one.
Wonderful. Yeah. That I bought.
Yeah, I'm not going to use that one. I'm a nice guy.
Are you going to cut the square tube or what? You were supposed to be done with this 2 days ago. I got stuff to do. What?
Maybe this time next year.
I'll push this thing into the pond.
He'll do it.
We should have one of those Milwaukee markings out here again, right?
Yeah.
And I was marking with a Sharpie last night.
It's in the bag of stuff that you didn't take out when I told you to.
I forgot.
Here you go. Milwaukee.
Best brand known to man.
What kind of tools are these in your toolbox?
Milwaukee?
These ones with the yellow label?
Yeah.
Oh, must be I can't read then.
Those are from their earlier days.
What's that say on the grinder you're using to cut that?
Milwaukee.
That's weird. Chez has got her fresh painted door in front of the vise. It's cool though, huh? Fall Guy door, available for sale.
Look, this is the new cool thing that all the hip kids are doing now.
What's that?
Bucket seats in their trucks.
You gonna cut it or are we gonna stand here and look at each other all day?
Look at that. Almost like I know how to read a tape measure.
Almost.
So then we'll go something like that, just off the edge of that hole.
Honestly, I'm not sure you even need to cut that anymore.
I don't think I will.
I would just leave it that way and
Because I'm too good.
burn it in,
I
baby.
feel that gap.
Will you?
I mean, I could fill it with a $1,000 Miller, but I don't know about a flux core.
Oh, so you're saying you don't have the skills
No.
unless you have the right tools.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're going to cut the other one? You're going to drill this one? What are we doing?
Cut the other one, might as well.
Oh.
It's like you're filming a chase scene.
Yeah. Not much of a chase, though. How's it look?
Like a piece of square tube.
Indeed. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it, don't you? Based on the materials we have in-house. I have to check and see if our TikTok finished uploading out here in the internet cafe. Still at 96%? Why wouldn't it be? Is that the size hole it needs for the other bolt?
Yeah, so that's the size hole that the bolt will slip through. Now that I have that hole, I'll use a stepper bit, and then by the time it starts making an indentation on the other side, I'll know it's square. So I'll have an indentation to use on this drill bit, and the hole's already big enough for the bolt head. In case you can't tell, my centering skills are not very good.
Oh, yeah.
I struggle a lot.
If you got a dent in the bottom, you're good, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Milwaukee start making yellow drills?
Yeah. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie, my drill. No, the drill didn't take crap. One of my batteries did.
Huh. So you went back to the ones that I was using that are yellow, that I've been using longer, that you talk smack about.
I give her a little love in there.
A little lube goes a long way.
I said love.
Important lesson coming up.
Huh?
Nothing?
Oh, you're good?
No?
No bueno. No manches, wait. Hold on, I got it.
This is why you should be careful to pay attention to what's under the piece you're drilling, so that you don't drill into the handle of your cart as you come through.
I didn't drill into the handle of my car. I ticked it.
Did you contact the handle?
Yeah, I ticked it.
Ticked it? With a drill bit?
Foul ball.
While you were drilling?
A tick is a foul.
You're right, it is foul. Now you have steel slivers.
Man. Not quite. It goes in there, but not easy.
What in the chicken foot?
What in the 2 racks and a wrench
Whoa!
bag is going on right now?
You can't say that on my channel.
It's not a life thing, right? Ow.
That hurt? I didn't feel a thing.
I bet you didn't.
Good?
Yep. And a 10mm socket also fits perfect in there.
Beauty. That's what we needed, right?
Yes.
I was honestly more concerned about the socket.
I was thinking about that after I had made sure that the whatchamacallits fit.
Chingaderas?
Yeah. Oh no!
Too warm for the bed, buddy? You gonna lay on the cold concrete? We bring that up, bolt it in, then move the top to where we want it, and then tack it.
Plan.
You want to put that so you can still get the bolt in there.
I know.
Is it helpful when I tell you things that should be obvious?
Not usually.
You want me to keep doing it though, right?
No.
Oh no. Rethinking. We still got a pretty good gap there.
Just have to see.
We may have to put some kind of spacer in there. Or a stack of washers. Still got a pretty good gap between the square tube and the seat frame.
May end up having to get new bolts.
So if they're long enough.
Yeah, because even if you stack washers, it's not going to be long enough.
You just want to make sure you don't get it so long that it's poking the bottom of the seat cushion when you sit down.
Yeah, so I believe these are an inch, probably an inch and a half would be plenty.
Yeah.
I need to figure out what thread this is though.
But they're metric. Mom got me for Christmas a couple years ago. Awesome thing to have in the shop.
So it'll be, this is metric, right? The M?
Yeah, all the M numbers are metric. That's what it says. Metric.
What is that? M8 by 1.25?
Yeah. Is there any other 8s? So screw it into the M8 by 1.0 just to make sure.
See if it's a tighter or looser fit.
Yeah.
It won't go more than a couple threads in.
Yeah, so it's the 1.25.
Yeah.
And it won't go in the 7.
Nah.
Okay.
The first couple threads tried to grab, that's because it's a,
Tapered.
which one was it? By 1.25?
Yeah, 8 by 1.25.
It's because it was getting up to that next step.
So Wyatt went to town and got some bolts, and they have a larger head, and the larger socket to fit the larger head would not fit through the bigger holes we made. So we fixed that. Idiot.
Idiot!
The hell, it's not the right size.
To take that one back, it's got the threads on the wrong end. Wait, no, it was the socket that was the problem. Just go till it strips and then back it up a little. Is that tight on your washers?
Si bueno.
Okay.
Muy good.
Muy good. Alright.
Alright, let's weld it. We're waiting on.
Alright, weld it. I'm waiting on you. Zip zap. Zing it in there.
Sing the song.
What?
I was born to be a welder.
Was that the whole song?
I was born to be a welder. I was slinging the slag, molten metal, laying beads down, burning the gas. I don't know the rest.
What?
Only know the good parts.
It's probably full of cuss words anyway, knowing you.
Most likely. It was probably written by a welder, so sounds like a trucker singing it.
I don't know. Oh, your ears are messed up. You look ridiculous. Oh no, you look ridiculous. Fix your ears.
Okay, proper PPE. Closed-toed shoes, jeans, long sleeves, except this jacket's made out of cotton. Well, no, cotton's what you're supposed to wear.
Is it?
Yes.
You
Gloves,
sure?
proper eye protection, and welding hood.
Okay. Now if only you could weld.
Preferably not Nike tennis shoes, but Hey,
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
So, did you want to shove something under there to help protect that at the front? Like maybe we can jam a glove under there or something without destroying my helmet?
Right at it, hound dog.
You good, Hound? He's good.
Got one on the other side.
I watch a couple of these guys that, they'll just close their eyes and. I'm
How
like,
do you think I tacked it when it was under the seat?
Yeah.
I couldn't get my head under there with the hood on anyway, so I just kind of held it, made sure it was good.
Yeah. Those guys are stacking beads better than I can do with their eyes closed. Better than I can do with my eyes open. A little far.
WD-40 right there.
It's fine. I should have a fire extinguisher over here.
We have them close.
Yeah. Do we?
Right there.
Oh, yeah. There's
So
one.
I don't know where it went since I set Miss Martin's lawnmower on fire that one time.
Everything held up okay on the test drive as far as you know?
Yeah.
Positioning is good, height is good?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're pulling it out so you can take it apart and finish weld it and paint it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what?
It's cold outside. Should we shut this door and turn the heater off for a minute?
Please. That there is a DeWalt heater. Ah!
Come on, baby, light my fire.
What are you doing?
Welding.
Oh? You're
Ready?
supposed to warn people, yeah.
I just did.
Consider yourself warned.
Electricity.
Feel that feeling.
It's electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. This is a family channel, right? Remember?
Ready?
Ready.
I should probably let it cool for a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if you weld too hot for too long on the same piece, it tends to get out of square.
Oh? Where'd you learn that?
Danny. From
Who?
Western Welding Academy.
That was funny, wasn't it?
Oh, funny.
That's
Die
not...
Hard DeWalt, man.
Oh, what's this, Dad?
What's that,
Is that
Dad?
a Milwaukee?
That's a Milwaukee pipeline mill.
Milwaukee.
Looks like somebody left their trash here.
Okay, I'll just take it then.
Milwaukee.
Does it fit your saw?
It will.
Hey, you want to know what I saw yesterday?
So,
Wait, please weld.
you can't do it all in one go or it's going to overheat and warp.
It's been like 5 minutes.
Touch it then. Touch one of the spots I just welded, I dare you. Ah!
No, it's good.
Is it really? You're not even touching it.
I'm putting my hand near it. I'm not going to touch it. Ah! My corneas!
Alright, she's welded. You shake your head at me.
Let's have a look at these welds.
You have been weighed. You have been measured.
So every one of those looks better than mine. Must be luck.
Luck be a lady tonight.
You're funny, Chad.
I know.
Funny like,
No, not funny. Ha ha. Funny weird.
That's you.
I'm just painting everything to stop it from rusting. And that's pretty much all I've done without getting video. So we're going to flip it over. We're going to tighten up this cable because from the factory on that seat, it was ran up to a little clip up at the front so that when you pulled this handle, it also pulled the other one. But instead of trying to fasten something here, I'm just going to shorten up this cable so it'll go straight across.
You want to try it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, watch your fingers.
Yeah, she'll get you. All right, that should be good, yeah?
Should be. Good enough for who it's for anyways, right?
Right. That's all we can ask. Good enough for government work.
What I'm actually going to do is bend this piece of wire.
Oh, look at you. Being all fancy and bending it backwards so that spring can't walk. You're a lot smarter than you look.
I try.
Thank God, huh? You almost burned through that angle?
No, actually, you want to come show this? Little too warm.
With the welder?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it a little smoky?
And that was just on the tack welds too, because I went to pull that frame off and it was sticking. Gave me flashbacks to the carpet incident.
Yeah, from your childhood. The one where you colored the burnt carpet green.
I put tape over it too and colored it green.
Yeah. We almost couldn't tell.
I know.
Smokey the Bear says only you can prevent forest fires.
Got my professional painter's chair. So I am professional in everything it is.
I can tell by the pizza boxes that you're a professional.
Yeah. This portion of the video is sponsored by
Domino's?
Domino's.
I wish it was. All right, he's going to come back in about 10 minutes, do coat 2, and then probably another 10 and do coat 3.
Yeah.
Depends on how coat 2 looks.
But I downloaded a movie on Netflix. So I'm not going anywhere until then.
All right, I guess he's the picture of efficiency. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
Got her all painted up?
Kinda.
Kinda. Seeing spots you missed now?
Yeah. And stuck to my...
Oh, it wasn't 100% dry. Yeah, it's underneath, right?
Yeah. I'm not terribly worried about really the paint job at all.
Yeah,
The only spot I was worried about was...
right.
I'm very worried this wasn't going to want to go back together. Because I was worried that too much heat.
Right.
And I just warped the crap out of it.
So far, so good, though?
Yeah.
You got them all started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got plenty of room there.
Still going. I think it is. I forgot to check for the seatbelt, but I think I got it around. Yeah, I did. Catch it on your end.
Yeah. Alright, take your time to step out.
Yeah. Make sure we don't get these wires too.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Okay. Ta-da! Ta-da! Bench seat swap.
Alright, so we're back out with Wyatt. He's got this project all finished up, and you've been driving around on it for a couple weeks now?
Yeah.
What do you
probably
think?
almost a month.
Okay, what do you think of it?
Really comfortable.
Yeah?
They're a lot better than that old bench seat.
Good trade?
Yes.
Alright, let's see what you got. The old period correct, is that an Igloo?
It was some other brand. It's not Igloo.
Got the old period correct cooler cup holder combo in there.
In the near future, I will build an actual frame in the middle there.
Yeah,
Got to figure out how I want to do it.
Alright. So where'd you end up on this project cost-wise?
Technically $5.
What?
Yep.
Okay, tell me how you come up with that.
I bought both driver passenger seats for $80, and the guy actually threw in another passenger seat he had. I haven't sold it yet, but I have it up for sale. And then the frame, as you saw in the video, I just used some angle iron we had around the shop and the stock seat sliders from the bench seat along with square tube we had around the shop, so there's no cost for metal.
Math doesn't work, does it?
Yet.
Yeah, no cost for you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
carry on.
And I sold the bench seat without the frame underneath it for $75. And the paint I used was leftover paint from a Christmas gift I made. And, well, actually, I guess, so you take the original 80, subtract 75 for what I sold the bench seat for, add about $3 worth of bolts from Tractor Supply.
Oh, see, there it is.
Sorry.
Back up to almost $10.
$8.
Alright, and how long did you have in it?
Altogether, like full work time, probably 6-7 hours.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
And then tools were just cut-off wheels and a welder, grinder,
Cut-off wheel,
drill,
welder, grinder, drill, and a set of wrenches and sockets.
and the cheapest drill bits that Harbor Freight can provide.
Actually, I used my really expensive Milwaukee bits.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm sure they made better holes.
Hole to hole.
What do you mean by that?
I'm talking about metalworking. You trying to make this not family friendly?
Sure he is. Alright, so there you go. A few hours, a few tools, a little bit of welding, and some paint. And he's got a much better seat in that square body. If you like what we're doing, comment below, like, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, if he can do it, or I can do it, you can do it.